You are the resistance.
Hello, everybody. I'm Christopher Titus. This is the Armageddon Update. Are you losing weight for the summer, people? Do you have your beach bod banging? Because in America, you can take a GLP, or if you're on a budget, you can lose weight by just eating food from America.
Groceries. It's a very simple word.
Lettuce with cyclospora is nature's GOP. You know that? You can shit your way to a six-pack. But if lettuce isn't your thing and you want your diarrhea keto style, you can also eat eggs. But let's say you have a photo shoot and you need to get skinny fast. Well, you can eat frozen blueberries with E. coli. That's right, E. coli, the big kahuna of foodborne illnesses. Or if you're really adventurous, have some cheese infected with listeria. You got to be careful with these last two, though, because the final symptom is death. But hey, you look good, even as the life drains from you because our government can't seem to get food inspected and make it safe. Do you notice we didn't have this problem during the Biden or Obama administrations? And when we did have any problem, they warned the public, then fixed it. But here's what's happened under the worst president in American history. We have infant botulism in powdered infant formula, 3 different strains of salmonella in eggs and other foods, cyclospora in lettuce, listeria and E. coli in blueberries in 8 states. You know, because you need your antioxidant salmonella to round out your protein salmonella. And for dessert, why don't you go suck on a popsicle with glass in it? You know, this administration, by cutting food inspections, cutting regulations, has made America the #1 nation in the world for shitting itself in traffic. RFK Jr. is just one of the inept douchebags in this clown bus that is a Trump administration. And you have to remember, this man ran over a bear, then drove the corpse to Central Park as a joke. Stopped with his kids on a trip to cut off a roadkill raccoon's penis. Yeah, that happened. And after 1,000 studies on vaccines saying they're safe and do not cause autism, he said they do, a lawyer with no medical experience. Measles cases, basically an eradicated disease a year ago, are back, baby.
Measles are back.
That's right, because of this inept and bass-ackward administration, who has already killed 1 million with their total shitting of the bed on COVID.
A lot of people think that goes away in April with the heat. It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle. It will disappear. You have to be calm. It'll go away. It will go away. Just stay calm. It's going to go away. This is going to go away. It's going to go. It's going to leave.
They've decided that this time, they're just going to destroy your food. In fact, in an ironic turn of phrase, Susan Main, an adjunct professor at the Yale School of Public Health, who ran the Food Safety Department of the Food and Drug Administration from 2015 to 23, said, "We've never seen anything like this."
Nobody's ever seen anything like it.
This is just an astonishingly large outbreak, record-setting outbreak. Do you hear that? That's right. And as the lovely Rachel Bradley says, they're giving us poop lettuce. Due to the cuts in the inspections of our food chain, we have poop lettuce. But maybe there's an upside. Maybe we can take all these contaminated foods, put them in one place, and start a chain restaurant. In fact, we'll have a comedy night and call the place Shits and Giggles. How many other ways will this inept group of losers, criminals, and con men find a way to kill us? Well, I guess we're going to find out, because he's got 2 years left, and I'm not giggling. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. Oh God. God damn it, I had a salad. Okay, man, why now it gets to me too? I can't believe it. How many different ways are this fucker's going to try to kill us? Fuck! Everybody, Christopher Titus Podcast. With me as always is the lovely, amazing Rachel Bradley.
What's up, people?
And we got the pups here too. I was trying to figure out what to do in the dog days of summer. Which Armageddon update do I do? And I was looking at, someone posted a list on Threads of all the food that is gone. Like, it's not just lettuce. Like, they're literally every aspect. We got meat having stuff in it. We've got frozen. How do you fuck up a frozen blueberry? It's got listeria. Their baby formula has infant botulism in it.
Actually, I just sent you. I was looking for it on Instagram.
Right.
I don't know if you saw it. FDA upgrades egg recall to the highest risk level over the probability of death. Over 38 million eggs pulled from shelves.
Holy shit.
The initial outbreak of salmonella with eggs started July 2026, and there's a whole list of brands that are affected that you guys might want to go check out.
So let's be very clear. So do you remember when the election was going on and the campaigning was happening?
Yes.
And all they did was bitch about eggs.
Yes.
All they did. Like, I was listening today to MSNBC, and there was a guy in there. He said, here's the problem with America and Americans. He goes, and this has happened every time back to Eisenhower. A Republican comes in, fucks up the economy, just fucks it up.
Yes.
HW did it, W did it, Reagan did it. You know, there was a recession. Reagan had some growth, but then but every Republican president comes in and shits the economy. W did it so bad, we had to bail out GM and Chrysler. And frankly, after my Dodge Charger broke, I wish we had not have bailed out Chrysler, frankly.
True that.
So we've got, every time a Republican gets in office, we have the economy fucking tanks every time. And then a Democrat comes in and fixes it. And here's what happens. And this happened during Biden too. Biden came in, he stopped, he actually totally stopped COVID. We actually were all in, as we said, parking garages, getting shots. We got 280 million people vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
COVID went away. We all went back to work, and everybody very quickly forgot about it. And they're like, eggs, man, eggs. Do you guys remember that we were stacking bodies in refrigerator trucks? So what's going to happen now is Trump's going to fuck this up. And now if he doesn't stay, if by some act of God he leaves, even if he goes to jail, what's going to happen is a Democrat's going to come in and restock all the agencies, make sure everything starts working again, get the DOJ back to putting people in jail, Democrat or Republican, instead of just working for the guys in charge. Hopefully we can expand the Supreme Court, get everything back to normal. And the second everything's back to normal and people have some ease, they're going to go, you know what I don't like? Your tires are expensive. These fucking Democrats. And yet they've totally forget that the entire trip under Trump has been a clusterfuck.
Yes.
From shithole countries to wars started to they're eating the dogs. Every fucking day, there's another piece of crazy. And 4 years from now, they'll forget it and start blaming Democrats. It's really annoying. And it also goes to...
I was going to tell you, too, just about food. Just so you guys know, your salads will soon contain cancer-linked substances.
Why?
Trump's EPA has cleared forever chemical pesticides.
I'm sorry, what?
The U.S. EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, under his administration, has now approved multiple new pesticides containing fluorinated compounds that meet the international definition for PFAS, or forever chemicals, we call them.
Oh my God.
They're now allowed to be used on food crops that include lettuce, broccoli, potatoes, and all wheat.
Could I get the Roundup Caesar, please? Give me the Roundup Caesar. Could I also get a side of dioxin? Yeah. You know what? Just to be fair, just put, you can sprinkle it. It's okay. I'll mix it.
Well, we've now have a lot of studies that suggest that these compounds in forever chemicals, such as trifludiamoxazine, are linked to cancer and multiple other health risks. Those obviously had been banned under Biden's EPA, and he has now cleared them.
So
they also devastate nature. Once sprayed, forever chemicals are called that because they never break down. They contaminate streams and rivers forever.
And stay in the soil.
Yes.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we're saying, you know what? If we can make the lettuce look a little bit greener with a poison, let's do that.
Well, I just wonder who gave him money.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Dow Chemical, DuPont, whoever it was, was like, you know, man, we got barrels of this shit in the back. We need to use it. We're going to give you $14 million. Go ahead and put it. The man doesn't do anything good for anybody but himself.
No, but
ever.
In the meantime, we have the steroid Olympics that Don Jr. backed.
I'm sorry, what? Explain this. What's happening? Wait, what?
Jr.'s investment firm backed what is called the Enhanced Games. It's an intentionally steroid-infused athletic competition. The organizers have just reported this week tens of millions of dollars in losses on the MAGA-backed Enhanced Games.
So this happened already, right? Did you know that wait. So did you know no records were broken? No record. They did it, right? Because it's a steroids game. Let's give it Enhanced. Not a single.
Except for the shrinkage of balls.
Yeah. The tiniest penises across the board.
Yes.
It was actually not even a competition.
His investment firm marketed it as if it symbolized the next frontier in superhuman athletic competitions.
Not one record broken.
They said it was going to change sports forever.
And all it did was give people testicles made out of wood.
Well, it was a bunch of roided up athletes that lost events to people who were competing cleanly.
How is it possible that it's almost like a genetic thing? Everything these people touch goes wrong.
To shit, yeah.
Yeah, every single thing.
It
and literally to
is,
shit with the food.
Again, everything I come back to fart. The Floor Action Response Team. It is almost, it seems not real.
I think we're naming this episode everything they touch turns to shit, because literally all the food. What I don't quite understand is why they think it's okay to continue to just keep backing down regulations that work worldwide, that work in our country. We still have over 1,200 chemicals and additives in food that the rest of the world has outlawed. And we keep putting them into food.
Well, what about the protections, the forest protections, the native land protections that have been completely done away with to drill? Alaska being
he just like 70,000 acres he just opened up for drilling.
Yeah.
And did you see there was an ICE showed up at a reservation to deport the brown people? this video on Threads yesterday, guys like, we're indigenous people. We guys yelling at them. We live here. We were born here. Our family. Yeah.
It was actually ours. Literally.
Actually, we've been here longer and what it's weird because to the maggots, it is like a virus that's spreading. Stupidity is a virus.
So
they all have it.
Under his
you can't vaccine for stupidity.
Administration and the EPA administrator, Lee Zeldin, it is now the largest deregulatory agenda in U.S. history.
Wow.
They repealed the 2009 greenhouse gas endangerment finding and federal greenhouse gas standards for vehicles.
Hold on. That's what causes a climate change, global warming, and the ozone disappearing.
It was Biden-era refrigerant and vehicle emission rules. They also downsized or got rid of scientific research offices. They ended off-cycle vehicle credits and mandates like engine start-stop features.
Right, which saved gas and stopped pollution.
Okay, they revised the 2023 technology transitions rules to relax HFC compliance schedules and leak repair mandates. Don't have to do that anymore.
By the way, hydrofluorocarbon.
Hydrofluorocarbon.
That's what put the hole in the ozone that we finally healed after 30 years.
Yeah.
The ozone is healed because we actually passed legislation to stop this shit. Mm-hmm. Now you're going to put a hole in the ozone layer again.
He issued temporary regulatory relief proclamations for the chemical manufacturing and industrial sectors on their behalf.
He's
closing the Office of Research and Development and relocating staffing away from all of the environmental justice programs. He has prioritized fossil fuel industries and domestic energy production under executive orders. He named that one Unleashing American Energy. Yeah. Obviously, they're being sued over rolling back climate rules and stuff, but
they have the Supreme Court on their side, and they have all the Republicans. Yeah. I've never seen a more ballless group of cowards than the Republican Party right now. I have never seen a group of on their knee pads, bootlicking, taint sucking cowards that don't even have the balls to stand up for the people they represent. It's frightening to me.
Well, they're saying if you go look at their, proclamation with his executive order, he wants you to know that the EPA is now saving American taxpayers over $1.3 trillion. You're all going to die, but he's saving money for the ballroom.
That's not a number. $1.3 trillion is literally like our budget for the year. How is just one organization, one little piece of bureaucracy? The EPA
he rolled back a lot. Like Obama in 2009 did the greenhouse gas endangerment finding.
How is it saving 1.3 trillion?
Well, they've never lied. They've never made
right.
numbers.
So they just
anything like that.
So 1.3 trillion.
What were their names? The little gang, Elon Musk's little gang of
the Doge.
Yeah.
The Doge.
Doge. They were going to save us how much?
They said up to $32 billion. No, $300 billion. And they ended up costing us $23 billion.
That's correct.
Do you know they ended up costing us money? Doge. What Doge was a scam to go in and get everybody's information. And here's the thing of what I don't get. I keep thinking about George Orwell and about the, let's go macro for this. So like just humanity. Why do you need to know what everybody and anybody is doing at all times? Like what bit of psycho, like why would you give a shit? I mean, if you think about anything, I mean, why would you need to know what anybody's doing? Why would you give a shit? Criminals, sure. I mean, security camera at a bank, whatever. But why would you need to know everybody's shit? What piece of control does that give you? I just don't understand what it gives you.
What, you mean the information Doge stole?
They stole everybody's social security numbers. Doge went down and got all your information was taken by Doge. You know that, right? And I don't know what they're going to use it for, unless they're selling it to Meta or Google or whatever. Also, did you see Meta's getting sued for $1 trillion? Wow. Yeah.
So China has a mass surveillance network.
Face recognition on the street.
Well, we have that too. And it also came out last week that they're using facial recognition and license plate scanning to track us. China operates it as a state-controlled tracking apparatus. It's sort of like Yelp for the people there. So you sort of have like a rating with the government. So
I'm sorry, the government's rating people on Yelp?
It links big data, facial recognition, and police records to monitor people's behavior. This is China. Yeah.
So wait a minute. So you get a rating, so they have your face in a database. They check your behavior. Well, I'm definitely 1 star in this shit. With all the shit I've talked, I'm 1 star in this whole thing. With the government anyway.
It's not just for personal character. It is a central database where everyone has a central profile and computers match what cameras see with official ID files, and they build live activity logs for the citizens.
Wow.
So why?
So basically, it's like the government basically building up a day timer of all the things you did. Yeah, but why? Again, I go back to it. So you have all the information. So you get to track everybody. From the people in our neighborhood who drive out of our neighborhood at 13 fucking miles an hour. Who's monitoring?
Yeah, I'd like to rate some of those.
Yeah, and who's
people.
Monitoring all this?
I usually give them a number 1 with a different finger.
You're number 1. I do too. Do me a favor. Explain to me. Let's theorize about this. Okay. So Orwellian. We got to get everybody's name, and we got to know where everybody is at all times. Why? Because I know the world. The world's 2% criminal, 1% criminal. Literally, like criminal. Like, so you just keep like going deeper into what people are doing. That guy was speeding. California's mid-new life. You go over 100, you pull your license.
Oh, I just saw that. Yeah. It's all over the highway signs.
If you go 100, they pull your license.
Yeah. And it says speed kills.
I'm right. I made 98. I'm good. 98, 97. I'm right there.
99.
99. We're the hose down the auto plan mall. That's my name.
I also wonder why they put it on those signs and stuff.
Especially on 101.
Well, we never see them. But you don't ever see cops on the 101. You don't see cops anywhere here.
But also, who's going 100 on the 101? If a lot of days I can do 14, I'm happy.
Well, there are stretches.
Yes.
That on the way home.
On the way home from at 9:30, I have hit 140. That was years ago before the
I have done that. I woke up to it.
That was a Ford I had. I had that Ford Lightning when I had that chip.
I was talking about the old Charger.
Oh, the old Charger was really fast.
Or was it the Z06? Where you were driving home from Vegas, we had shows, and I woke up.
We were actually driving home from, it was on 99.
Arizona?
This happened 99. We were coming down from Fresno.
Okay, and wherever we were, I was asleep. I woke up and saw 140.
Well, let me explain this story, okay? So my stupid Corvette Z06 had a recorder, and what it would do is, it would record your highest speed, your highest G's you've ever pulled, and it would store it. I didn't know this. So one day, racing in the car, so we drive home from Fresno night. She slept the whole way, didn't really even know I went this fast. And it wasn't 140, it was 163. Middle of the night, no one on the road. No one on the road. But I could have blown a tire.
Time
it was
is
dumb.
the greatest distance between two places, and I have obviously blacked that out and made it better by saying 140.
You tried to survive
that was
it.
the good report.
So one day I think we were at the house at Beverly Ridge or something, and I was kind of going, "Oh, look at all this computer! It saves all the thing." And I hit, and it says all time top speed, and it said 163. And she's sitting in the car. She goes, "When did you go 163?" And I went, "Oh, we were driving home from Fresno,
right.
and you were asleep."
That's right.
You can't be mad if you were asleep and you lived.
Well, I guess that's true.
And now she doesn't sleep.
Exactly. Fighting, getting gas station coffee.
Can we handle this little situation before we go back to the news? So, guys, I want you guys to know I have been a fan of EVs. I actually years ago, before Elon Musk was throwing up Hitler high fives and became the psychopath we know he is, I got to tell you, he's such an example of why money doesn't matter. Money will not make you happy. He's literally one of the most psychotic, miserable sons of bitches we've ever seen. And he's got all the money in the world. Same with Bezos.
Bad guy.
Why do people get evil when they get rich? Except for Mackenzie Scott.
Stop procreating.
Yes, Mackenzie. Hey, but by the way, how? He looks like that.
I
Anyway, so
she just got her eyes closed, going trillions.
Yeah, but he does not great at paying either. So we got Elon Musk, and we got the Teslas. Now, I loved our Tesla Model S's for a long time.
Ahead.
Now, just to be clear, the current model Tesla S's have not been updated. They're what, 12, 15 years old now. They're old cars now, and they're still selling the same version of them, like the Y and the other one, Y and the 3. But after you're pro-Nazi, I'm kind of out on your business. So I went this last couple of years, and the design department at Dodge is amazing. They have actually this an amazing way where they did it with the Challenger, they did it with the Viper, they did it with the new Charger. I don't think they did it with the old Charger. They did it with the new Charger, the new EV one, and there's a new Scat Pack it's a twin turbocharged straight six, which is another cool car. I love the way this car looked. I've been watching it as it was going through development. I bought one. It's 670 horsepower. It's badass. It looks great. Yep. I love the car. Right? The motherfucker bricks on me twice now, where it just abandoned me. It just was like kink off, everything shut off, the shifter starts flashing, and I just talked to the guy from Dodge called me because I put something on Instagram. I put a picture of the tow truck taking the car away from our house, and I used thank you Lily Allen for your song "Fuck You," because I used the song "Fuck You," and next thing I know, I'm getting texts from Dodge and Stellantis. How can we help you? Your car's at the dealership. Take it. But
also remind everyone what happened to your Dodge Ram.
Oh my God. And so in 2020, so here's the problem with Dodge.
Same year, 2 new cars.
Right. Chrysler was owned by a different corporation. They got sold to a company called Stellantis, which handles Fiat and other companies.
What year?
What year? Oh God, it was 4 or 5 years ago.
So recent.
4 or 5 years ago, 5, 6 years ago. Yeah. So they got Stellantis. And then they had this Italian guy that was running it. And he did the worst job with everything, literally everything. They thought they were going to give, you got to be careful because Americans are really, got big horsepower, blah, 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 blah. And this guy tried to EV everything or make it weenie. The car itself is badass. Car hauls ass. Do you like it when you drive it? It's big. It's a
very
coupe.
Nice.
The design
is, we had a AC guy come to our house, multiple AC guys come, and they both knew who you were.
Because the AC was built by Chrysler.
They were fans. The second guy, Leo, was even more of a fan, and he asked, or maybe it was one of them asked, he bought electric? Titus got electric? And I said, oh yeah. Not until he realized he could beat a gas car off the line with that
Ferraris,
electric car.
Lamborghinis.
Yeah. And he was like, really?
That's what people don't quite get. They think that EVs, because for a while EVs were the worst things possible in the world. That BMW i whatever, it looks like a lunchbox with bicycle wheels.
Well, they used to be. Yeah.
I think what they did was, I think the auto companies, because if you build 15 gas cars and you build EVs, you don't want the EV to be cooler looking because people are going to buy that. You're in cahoots with oil companies. You want to make sure. See. So you build ugly.
They all look like you said, toasters on wheels.
Yeah, and even the new Prius is like swoopy. The new one,
it is. That's better. They don't go any faster at a new green light, but yeah. But they're still. So I buy this car and I love the car. It's great. It looks cool. But
it bricked on me twice now. And they told me when I went to the dealership, I brought it to my buddy David over at Dependable Dodge. Shout out to those guys. I brought it and I go, how many you got? And the thing, he goes, we got a few. And he goes, what? He goes, well, we had driveline issues to where basically we have a car that's been sitting here 3 months. So what I want to say to Dodge,
so you got two. Let's just sum it up.
2 Dodge
in 1 year. He got 2
new Dodge Ram,
brand new vehicles. Dodge Ram. I'm on the phone with him as he says bricks completely stopped anything. No computer, no nothing. At how many miles?
3,000.
3,000.
We were on a bridge.
And how long did it take you
get
a month to get a brand new car back with less than 3,000?
Yeah. And
then you got the Dodge Charger and it completely bricked on you. You had to call me. I was with my brother to come get you.
Yep.
In the middle of the night.
Yep.
How many miles?
That was probably 4,000.
Okay.
I did it the first time.
And that was April because Josh was here in April.
Right.
And this is now August.
And it did it again.
And
I'm saying it did it again to where, like, even the tow truck guy, because there's not even a setting where you can go, all right, can I turn this off so it'll roll? So it'll roll. Just so it'll roll. The whole car locks up and they have to bring in a special dollies to put the car on dollies to even get it out. My voice is cracking because I'm so upset. You hear my voice cracking?
So twice in 4 months?
No, twice on this car.
This car.
And then we had the Ram, which basically on 3,000 miles, bricked so hard it was in the shop for a month.
Yes. And now this Charger is at the shop again.
Still. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to sum that up.
And what I really want is, I think that the Dodge design language is always really good. And I think the truck is like a Cadillac. It's beautiful, right? But for God's sakes, could you fucking make it work?
Apparently not.
If you would just, the design team, thumbs up,
they look great.
Interior
at
and
the dealership.
Yeah, they
parked on the tow truck.
When they are detailed,
really beautiful.
When you detail your car and do the wheels, and it's on the tow truck, you say that's a good car.
My God!
If only it ran.
That would be amazing.
So,
in summary.
Well, I was going to do a 30-minute thing on the car for this new thing. I want to do Hot Rod EV. I was going to do a thing on YouTube about it because I really, everybody who's buying an EV right now, whether it's the Ioniq or whatever, are loving it. They're like, I can't believe how fast this thing is. Yeah. Oh my God, it's not noisy. I'm charging at home. Like, I'm not spending any money on gas. Gas is $4 a gallon countrywide.
The charging at home itself. I mean, I have not been to a gas station except when I've been on the road, which also on the road, I have parked the car and gotten out of it and walked into the store and realized I left the car running because EVs, you don't turn them on or turn them off. You just get in it and drive.
They're giant golf carts on off. That's it.
But they're fast.
Super fast.
My Rivian's very fast.
So my thing about Dodge is, here's the dumbest thing that Stellantis did. This is the dumbest thing. Now, Dodge itself is known for big horsepower, badass, loud drag cars, Hellcats, demons, anything Satan oriented. They're all of it. Then you get this Italian guy comes in to Stellantis. And instead of actually at least starting a new division, calling it the Daytona division or something.
What did he say? This Italian guy.
These guys say, you know what they're going to do? Yeah, he said, what are we going to do? We're going to make these electric cars and all these hot rod guys are going to love it. Yeah. They're going to love it. And that's what's going to happen.
And what did he say when they were building them?
Oh, this is beautiful. Don't worry. The Americans, they like the hot rods and the noises. We're going to give them something that make a no noise and not a hot rod. It's going to be perfect.
Well, actually, I told the AC guy that he did give you the option to turn on the noise for your Charger.
Oh, that's the worst.
And I said he's still very much a car guy because he said that was the dorkiest thing ever. It does. You can hit the button and it'll rumble.
You know what we're going to do? So these dumb Americans that needed the noise, we're going to put speakers in the rear end and we're going to make a noise. It's what's going to happen. And then you're going to step on out of gas in an electric car with no noise, but it's going to make a noise. Hey!
He was very offended by that noise. This episode brought to you by AG1. It doesn't really segue with noise, except it makes your digestive system work really well.
Yeah, there's some noise.
So
No, there's not. Actually, I had it this morning. Can I talk about it before you start telling me everything about AG1?
What is it?
AG1 is a powder supplement that basically has 75 different vitamins and whole foods and adaptogens in it that it literally. Here's what happened to me this morning. So I have I always get up now and I have warm water in the morning with my lemon. And then I had my AG1 and instantly my gut feels, I'm a little bit hydrated, but also all this stuff is getting into my system. And then my coffee doesn't make me feel acidy or feel bad. My gut feels good. On top of that, a sense of wellness in about an hour. That's very, very present.
Yeah.
And I noticed I worked out really hard the last couple of days and I noticed that my muscles stopped hurting. Could be because I warmed up, but it also...
Well, it helps you maintain energy, support gut health, which is why the guy created it, and support your immune health, which we all obviously are going to need now more than ever. It's clinically shown. They keep reformulating it. And that's something else I love because I'm on their email list and they will send, we just did this new study. We've reformulated it and added blank. So they're always bettering it. Fills in like your nutrient gaps because you couldn't possibly take all that stuff in every day that your body needs or eat enough kale every day to get what you're getting with AG1. So it's just one scoop. You put it in like 8 ounces of water, however you like to have it. He mixes other things in there. You don't have to. It tastes really good, which is shocking. So high quality nutritional support. You need to try it. They made us try it for 30 days before we were allowed to do an ad because they know that we were going to be like, holy crap.
Well, but also, it's weird that because it's green, right? Mm-hmm. So when I mix it, my brain sees it and goes, that's going to taste like lawn clippings. And so I try to rush it and I'm like, why am I rushing
It's really good.
It's really good.
And
it's
they
tasty.
have different flavors now, which I don't even know that they needed because the original did not taste like grass. It tasted like fruity tropical kind of. Visit drinkag1.com/Titus. You'll get that free AG1 flavor sampler so you can try all the ones, see which one you like. And you'll also get a free bottle of vitamin D3 K2. It's a little dropper bottle in your welcome kit. The welcome kit is also super slick. You get a bunch of different things in it. You'll get all of that with your first AG1 subscription order. We both are on a subscription order because I cannot live without it. drinkag1.com/Titus. And it's the number one in there. Yeah.
I actually applied back to Dodge. I applied for this thing they were going to do. It was called the Ambassador Program, but they called it the Badassador
They
Program.
do not want you on that.
No, well, if you remember how many, I've had 5 Rams now, or 4 or 5 Rams. I've had Chargers and Challengers. Yep. And I customized every one and they were all badass.
That's why you believed in it.
And now I've got this.
You kept buying the new Ram.
Yeah. And then I bought the
You've had a Charger and a Challenger.
Mm-hmm, that were super custom and badass. Mm-hmm. And so I had them. And then when I bought the new Charger, and it's like since Stellantis took over, the company has become a bunch of they were always corporate, but it's way worse now. At least the old Chrysler had an American-based DNA, and they understood America. These guys don't quite understand it.
We actually used a Dodge in the movie Special Unit.
Yeah, Dodge
right?
Charger. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oopsie.
Yeah. It's that man wrecked it. Guys, I want you guys to know if you go to a Prime Video, watch a movie called Special Unit that I did with Billy Gardell and Michael Aronin and Deborah Carrington and David Figlioli and Tobias Forrest were the leads in it.
Killer actors.
And really funny.
Yeah.
Well, when you see the accident of the Dodge hitting the curb, that wasn't AI.
No, that was a stunt man.
Yeah. And we almost killed one of our favorite cameramen, Jeremy, because literally the take before he had his camera on the curb. And I go, Jeremy, that's really close to you. The bumper went by his camera this far.
Yeah.
And I go, Jeremy, we got that. Just get off the curb, pull back about 20 feet. And the next take, the stunt man ripped the entire suspension out. And that guy, by the way, Ted, my buddy Ted, he has apologized. He came to a party.
He came to my special taping and apologized.
It's a decade later. He keeps apologizing. It's okay, man. We got it.
Ted. We've moved on.
You need to call the insurance company and apologize.
But go watch
to them.
Special Unit. It's on Prime, and we actually used almost all. I put in quotes disabled or societally viewed as being disabled actors. And so it was very interesting to get to work with so many people.
And try to find young Rachel Bradley in it, because there's a character in it she plays is probably, I would say, one of your funniest, most real acting jobs.
I love Margie.
Margie is amazing.
Margie lives inside of me.
Yes, she does.
That's who I really am.
Well,
Margie, at one point, he and Fetus were editing the movie, and he called me and he goes, "Is Margie smelling me during this scene?" And she was. Margie really liked Garrett Fowler.
So there's a scene where I'm doing it with Cynthia, right?
Yeah, Cynthia's in it.
Me and Cynthia from the Titus show are arguing because Cynthia Watros is in it. She's great in it. Billy Gardell's in it. And I look in the video we're editing, and behind me, but that's what's great about you in acting. That's why UTA someone needs to sign you, because I've never seen somebody so aware of the moment. Whether all the sketches we've done, and you look and behind me, and Margie's going like this.
Jeez.
Maybe like
Garrett Fowler was a cop, and he was all man, and Margie had cats, I'm sure, and cat figurines on her desk, and the pheromones coming off that man. She was taken. She didn't care that he was in a love argument with Cynthia Watros. She wanted some of that.
Garrett was more like me than anybody.
So Donald Trump is now, to follow up on what we said last week.
Here we go.
He is now going to be interviewed by Michael Cohen tomorrow after us.
Interviewed for
this.
What?
He has set an interview on Thursday with Michael Cohen. The guy who helped lead to Trump's conviction on 34 felony counts.
Was in prison, actually, because of it.
He sent to prison, yep. The interview is going to actually scheduled to air later that same day, tomorrow. The White House has announced this. Michael Cohen then confirmed the interview and announced it will air on the radio show he's hosting Thursday night, with additional excerpts he's going to play on his WABC show, which is also a podcast as well.
Do you remember me saying when this man flipped that he was full of shit?
Yep.
And that he's just an opportunist? He's taken the path of least resistance, and that's why he's going to write a book, because everybody wants him to.
Yep. Well, everybody got tired of him, so he wasn't making money or getting invited to interview anymore, and so suddenly he wanted to talk to Donald Trump again.
Goes back to Trump again, goes back into the Trump fold. And here's what he doesn't understand, and he should understand it more than anybody. The second because by the way, people you fuck over like Trump, they're like, yeah, come on back. Trust me, I'm going to call it. Within 3 months, Michael Cohen is getting shit on by Donald Trump.
So I just want to remind you guys that obviously, so the FBI, do you remember, raided Cohen's office?
Yep.
That was a really big deal at the time. That's back when we still sort of had some hope that the truth was going to come out and justice would prevail. They seized his cell phones, his computers, his records from his office. A couple months later, he was in court pleading guilty to federal charges of tax evasion and campaign finance violations. Now pay attention to this part. Tied to payments he made on behalf of Donald Trump to silence women who said they had affairs with him.
So what you're saying is that the president of the United States was giving women money to not come to court to say that he sexually assaulted them.
Which is well, no, it wasn't all sexual assault. It was like Karen McDougal, Stormy Daniels. It was to shut them up from coming out during his campaign and saying that they had affairs with him because he had decided to become a Republican suddenly in recent years, because he was a Democrat forever, and Hillary Clinton was on the front row of his wedding to Melania. But that's how you know it's just all a grift. But he paid these women with campaign money raised from these people who support, love, and back Trump. He paid these women off to keep their mouths shut, which is a federal campaign violation. And he pled guilty to doing that.
But
Donald Trump never got in trouble.
What I'm starting to see now, and it's taken this long, I saw a bunch of people running stuff where there was a kid and his parents, the kid was in the backyard, and he took his Trump flag and he put it in the fire. And he said, we're not going to follow this guy anymore. This is a little kid. The parents, here's how still fucked up these people are. They put the kid on camera to do it. We've got that going on. We've got people saying that I don't want to follow the guy anymore. But what I don't understand is we can go down the list of the shit this guy did, from the rapists and thieves on the first time down the escalator to fucking Stormy Daniels while he was married, while Melania was with a fucking newborn. Karen McDougal, another one he cheated
with Melania on.
Yes, on his first wife. Yeah. Then he got his other wife who was about to testify, and she accidentally fell downstairs and is now buried in his golf course.
I don't know that it's confirmed that she was going to testify, but
I thought it was. I thought she was on her way to. I thought she was literally.
I know
was
that
scheduled.
She was on her way down the stairs.
Yeah. So now she's buried at his golf course.
Quickly.
Then we've got Epstein, who literally dies while all the guards are sleeping and all the cameras are broken.
At just those precise minutes, right?
It's like 12 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like 12 minutes. It's fine. And then we've got him saying he's not going to war. He's at war. We've got him stealing the thousands of nuclear documents, top secret classified documents that were at Mar-a-Lago that he stole. And people keep saying, oh, they raided these fucking maggots. They raided his hand illegally. Guys, the National Museum, what do they call it? The one where it's all the archives, the records, the National Museum of Presidential Records, or National Archive. They had asked them for a year to please return these documents. We know you took them. We have them, please. After he refused for a year, the FBI went in and found all the documents. And then we had a guy that worked for him that was told to hide the documents, that he said, Trump told me to hide the documents. And they found him in his bathroom and on a little stage at Mar-a-Lago. So not only were they stolen documents, they were not secure documents. And we have day after day after day of this scumbag continuing to violate the law, but because he's the president, they keep letting him get away with it. And I have to be honest with you, if you have to lay down the crime family, look what he did. He's got 6 people on the Supreme Court now, 6 out of 9, that are going to do what he wants, and they show over and over again. Although I will say he had his last appeal for E. Jean Carroll, and they denied it. All 9 of them said, "Go fuck yourself."
That was actually incredible, I thought.
Well, if the guy's grifted $3 billion or $4 billion from the economy, what's $5 million? Dude, just pay her and shut up.
Yeah, but what about the larger one?
$83 million.
Do you think they're going to do that?
I don't know. I thought when I saw this, I bet you they reduced the amount because basically for defamation, he also owes her $83 million.
Okay, Ivana Trump was not scheduled to testify prior to her death. However, Junior, Ivanka, and Donald were scheduled for sworn depositions on that date for the civil investigation brought by AG Letitia James. Those depositions were then postponed because she passed away the day before they were scheduled to testify. She passed away on July 14th. Everything was scheduled for July 15th. So that investigation was stopped in the thick of it.
Right.
I mean, so who's to say that she was not going to be at some point?
We need a distraction. What are we going to do? By the way, send her upstairs to give me something.
And then he buried her on his golf course so that he could classify as a cemetery and get a tax break.
People don't understand what a scumbag this man is. Every little loophole and thing he's done to just grift the American public and save him money. And the thing is, I found out that before he became president, he was like $1.3 billion in debt. Debt. Yeah. Like he had debt. And the problem is he owed the bank so much money that they had to keep loaning him money so they could get their money back. Doesn't make any sense.
Ivana, if you would like to go visit her, she is near the first hole of the sprawling 525-acre Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster.
Was Ivana his first wife? No.
Yeah.
She was his first wife. So she was his first hole.
She was his first wife because then Marla gave him the baby that he ignores.
So Marla's going to be buried on the second hole, is what we're saying.
And then Melania. And then, what's her name?
Horseface?
No. What's the girl's name that he's John Ossoff, man, if you guys haven't seen it, John Ossoff goes off. He goes off. He says he's talking about Trump, and he flat out calls Natalie. He goes, talking about what Trump's doing and his taxpayer dollars, that Qatari jet, so that he can go hide on a catering truck with Natalie. He just flat out calls it out. So Natalie Harp, she's a Trump aide whom Ossoff has now put in the spotlight.
There's stuff coming out that they found a note she's written to him. There's all kinds of stuff. There's some here's how explain to me as a woman how that man keeps attracting any females. Money and power. That's it, right?
Some women care quite a bit about that.
Money, power, that's why you see some gorgeous woman with the fattest, ugliest guy on the planet.
Well, sometimes they love them.
Really?
Everybody has different tastes.
Really?
Maybe women have daddy issues,
That's
like a
true.
lot of us.
Yeah, that's true.
But I for sure have daddy issues. I am in therapy now and learning a lot about my daddy. And it's been quite a revelation, actually. Natalie did reportedly write a note to him that said, "I want things to always be right with us." Natalie Harp's brother has come out and said that she has an unhealthy obsession with Donald Trump.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, look, if you have daddy issues or you do value money and power greatly, I unfortunately just always dated alpha losers. I really should have thought through my daddy issues a little better.
Thanks.
Not you. I mean, before, when I was dating all the time. He's now a multi-billionaire, and he is the arguably most powerful person on the planet. It's hard to say because he's so dumb.
Well, he's ruined it too.
And I would say that it's the intelligent people around him that are playing him like a puppet. No puppet, no puppet.
No puppet.
You're the puppet. But arguably the most powerful man, access into just about anything. Apparently even 20-something-year-old underpants. No. And yeah. So Natalie's with him a lot. But I don't think somebody, and I'll say it again, I'm not a doctor. I don't like to diagnose.
You're not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor.
No, noted.
But with those cankles, I don't believe that blood is rushing anywhere else.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. The blood pressure, and knowing what congestive heart failure is with my father. And then my dad was a dad that like sex was the thing. And I remember when he was getting older and he had his 4th or 5th heart attack, and he was just like, it's kind of over. It was.
Well, to be fair, he was injecting a needle into his penis.
I want you to know my dad was a pioneer. You got to understand, my dad was an explorer. You can say what you want about going into space. You can say what you want about being an astronaut and going to the final frontier.
Like Magellan, your father was the Magellan of hard penises.
He was. You guys don't know this unless you've seen my special about this.
Please do go watch this.
But before Viagra was in pill form, when they made it easy, you had to get a syringe full of this drug and inject it into your penis. And my dad was like, hell yeah. And I would be like, you know what I am? I am now going into... exactly. I'm going to do conversion therapy.
I'm actually now going to work on my character.
Yeah, I'm going to write books. I'm writing books now, and I'm going to start becoming a better human. My father was like, nope. And I told
Charity?
And I told, and people who don't know it, my comedy, maybe just as the podcast.
Which show was this? Angry Pursuit?
I forget which one, but I do remember he said we were at the car show, and he said that. He goes, so I get the bottle. I'm going to use it. He goes, but I don't have my reading glasses. And you can see where this is going. And I say, I think the bottle says inject 100 cc's.
And again, they're walking around a car show together.
Yeah, working the Oakland Roaster Show at the time.
Speaking out loud.
Yeah, the Grand National Roaster Show. And he's going, so I think, so it says, I think it says 10 cc's, 100 cc's. 100 cc's is a lot, right?
That would be a lot.
Yeah, so 10 cc's.
He
thought it said 100 cc's,
but it was supposed
said
to be 10
cc's. And he goes, next thing I know, he goes, it's pulling so hard. I thought it was going to tear my anus. He goes, and then my penis turns black. And not in the good way. He said this, and I'm horrified and hysterical at the same time. My father.
I remember sitting in the old Atlanta Punchline at the bar in one of the bar stools with our friend John Brown, and you riffed that entire bit, and that entire bit ended up being like quite long.
Yeah, and it's in this. Yeah, in this video.
And you riffed the whole thing with the timing after each horrific thing he said, and with the whole room was crying. They were laughing so hard. We could not believe it. You hadn't even written it yet. It was.
Yeah.
Go watch that special. It's really good.
Special. So now we've got this guy. We've got RFK, who basically is cutting regulations. He's saying vaccines cause autism when we have 1,000 studies, medical studies, that say it does not. This is the first time I think we've had an HHS secretary that wasn't a doctor.
I sent you something on Instagram. You don't ever look at my messages, but I sent you one, and it said the head of our HHS is twitching uncontrollably. He's in the Oval Office standing next to Trump.
Did you see that?
He's like trying to get and doing that.
Brainworm took
and
over.
And the leader of the free world is asleep, and Trump is next to him like this.
And then he farts. And ready? Ready? Are you doing? Go to sleep. How you doing this? Ready? He farted himself awake.
And it says, "We are in trouble."
And it's not the first time.
So, what John Ossoff actually said that was a mic drop. He said, because Trump wants to travel with Natalie on their apparently defenseless flying palace gifted by the Emir of Qatar.
Another emoluments clause. He's taking bribes from another country, and then we paid $400 million to retrofit it. Do you guys understand where your tax money is? And in the same week, he just cut food stamps again, and he cut he cut funds for disability, people with disabilities. Did you see that? That's this last week. Mm-hmm. So, but his plane has to be done.
Just to remind you guys that he left his whole cabinet on the decoy plane
that Iran threatened to shoot down.
Left them. They were told to pull their window shades. Oh, and the entire press pool.
Oh, God.
Nobody told them he was leaving. Their job literally is to follow him and report on what he does.
So he got in a catering truck, got in another plane. With Natalie.
Uh-huh. There's actually a picture through the little window of her head bent down talking to him through the little window. Yes. This episode brought to you by Craft Tales, because you're gonna need a drink. I'm just saying. We've been talking about this company. It's a new company, I believe. It is incredible. I think it has simplified sobriety drinking or having a very elevated drink with alcohol. Don't you think?
Well, here's what so if you like cocktails, Craft Tales is a small can of stuff that's a pre-mixed drink. So let's say you like margaritas, but you can't get it right every time because no one can get it right. How many times do you go to a bar or you go someplace and it changes, right? It's not what you usually used to. These drinks that they have, and I don't drink anymore, so I just don't drink. So when I have them, it feels like having a drink. It's got a little bit, especially those spicy margaritas, got a little bit of burn in the back, like a real drink. So you're like, oh, I feel like it. And here's the thing: you don't have that weird thing where you're at a party where you're like, so you don't drink. It looks like you're drinking. No one even brings it up. On top of that, the consistency of the quality is perfect every time. And if you own a restaurant or something, look into Craft Tales. Get them because your drinks, you're going to cut your time in half. And if you just want drinks at home, you just put a little bit of whatever your drink is in the margarita. Mm-hmm. What are the other things? A Paloma? What else?
They have Paloma. They have Cosmo. They have a spicy ginger mule, a basil, watermelon margarita, spicy pineapple, and that's got hints of smoked jalapeno. They got a award-winning mixologist combined with them.
Yeah, like the chef of drinks.
Yeah, and we met him, and he takes his shit seriously. Yeah. And he went into whatever his lab looks like behind the bar and all these different botanicals and things, and developed each drink very carefully to taste like something you get in a hipster bar in.
Yeah, it tastes like a $30 cocktail.
Yeah,
that's
and
what it
for
is.
bars, if you need speed, especially comedy clubs, you need speed and consistency. Yep. Everybody's saying they can't hire good people now. You don't have to. All they have to do is use the jigger, pour the alcohol, if it's alcohol, and then empty the can, and you are done. And it tastes like a mixologist came in and smoked the jalapeno and added it. So obviously spicy pineapple, my all-time favorite, but they're all incredible. First-time buyers get 20% off a Craft Tales 24 pack. You can build your own or use the preset 24 pack. If you use promo code Rachel20 at crafttales.com with 1 T, that's 20% off a Craft Tales 24 pack for first time buyers at crafttales.com with code Rachel20. And my name is the biblical spelling Rachel 20.
That clears it up for everybody in America. The biblical
sorry.
spell.
No A. Don't add the extra A. I hate that. Although a lot of people do. You have the extra A.
Shauna, the amazing Shauna, Miss Shauna, sent us something that I thought was pretty interesting. You sent this to me. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, this was very interesting.
So, guys, the word MAGA, Make America Great Again.
And Shauna did look this up to make
around
sure.
the world. Yeah, no, I have the article, The Many Meanings of MAGA. So it's a real world word in several languages. The definition of in those languages paints a lovely portrait of Donald Trump. It's weird that this word that ended up MAGA, it doesn't mean good things. All right, so let's go. In Japanese, it means wicked, evil, calamity, disaster. Check. Nigeria, MAGA means a slang word for sucker, fraud, victim, or easily fooled idiot. Check. It's like they're describing the people that follow them. South Africa, it means lies.
Check.
It means dragon in Indonesia. Italy, it means sorceress and female magician. Portugal, it means sorceress, magician, or wizard. In Spanish, maga means magician. In Latin, it translates to witch. Magas also is the name for the highest rank in the Church of Satan. Did you know that? Did you know that MAGA means it's the highest rank? You're a MAGA. In the Church of
I don't know how
Satan.
they say it, but yeah.
So there you go, everybody. So there you go. And does anything?
So you have to think about people that speak that language and see all of these idiots over here in America with that word on their hat.
Satan's winning. Satan's like, yeah, I got a team.
Again,
Holy shit, they have uniforms.
I refer to fart. We need to research our names a little better before we choose them. But then I also wonder if it was meant to be.
That's the coincidence.
Because you asked me, you said, well, what about Reagan? Did Reagan mean that? And I said, well, Reagan didn't say MAGA. Reagan, I have the button, the pin. I found it in my mom's storage unit where they didn't abbreviate it. It just says Make America Great Again with this picture in the center. It's kind of a cool relic to have. But
well, isn't it funny though what a hack Trump is though? Because Hitler also said, Hitler was Make Germany Great Again. Then Reagan said Make America Great Again. And then Trump just took it. He's a hack. He's a hack loser.
MAGA. And they all say I'm MAGA. I'm not, they use that word now.
MAGA, MAGA means the highest level in the Church of Satan.
Yes.
So God bless. Everything we've said about you not only is true, but you actually named yourself that.
No, literally, God bless.
Literally, God bless.
The Hortons are coming up a lot today. Shauna Horton, one of my very best friends, Mr. Horton, sent us an article today. He sent a lot of articles. He's fired up. Forest Service is going to close research stations that study wildfire risk. And the opening sentence of his email is fuck in all caps. Yes. That's just out in the New York Times today. He also sent Trump administration moves to allow logging in pristine national forests. So they're going to be cutting down all of these protected forests. Turns out we found out before that we need trees to live and survive. And we also need to study how to not let those trees burn down.
Do you know, I saw a really interesting thing on Instagram. Guy said, did you know that we are the only place in the universe that has trees? No other planet in their solar system has trees. None. Zero. It's actually, it's not an element. It's not an element. It's not a, it's not a metal. It's basically cellulose with another chemical that mixed together. And you know how trees make wood? They take the pollution, they take in carbon monoxide and stuff, and it folds it in, and that's how it makes wood. So, guys, can we just talk about, because we're talking about all the shit that's happening because he deregulated, right?
Lots of deregulation. He also has started this week another article from Mr. Horton installing his allies in the offices of Inspector General. So you brought this up multiple times about the watchdogs in government.
First thing he did.
for all of these things. Why would he deregulate all of these things? From whom is he receiving money to do such deregulation? And now he's putting his buddies in there.
But let's talk about why. Okay, so at the end of the day, the reason these regulations got put in, ladies and gentlemen, is this thing. They were killing people. The chemicals and shit, rivers, the Hudson River used to be able to set on fire. So what happened is over the decades, the EPA and everybody started regulating companies that were killing you. They were putting shit in food. They were putting shit in the air. They were putting shit in the water. And so what happened was we had these regulatory agencies step in and go, hey, you can't do that. And those companies settled for billions because cancer rates in certain towns where these stuff has been let in the water, certain towns, the cancer rate was like 80%. So all these people actually, these corporations give a flying fuck about you. They really do. And what they did was they actually, our government, a good government, put on Clinton, everybody, go back to Carter, put regulation on the company. So they actually had to do what the rest of the world was already doing. When everybody says we're number one, all you got to do is look at what every other nation has cut out, the additives, the chemicals. And this week, he just made it legal to poison our food again because somebody at DuPont or somebody at Dow Chemical went, here's a check, bitch. And he said, got it. It's done. So when you elect somebody, their entire job is to protect the people they represent. Except this guy is bending everybody over and sticking it in as far as he possibly can. So we now, when this guy is gone, and it will be gone, please God, at any time, please Lord, when he's gone, just the rebuilding of all the inspector generals, to rebuild the DOJ, to rebuild everything that this man has desecrated and fucking killed is going to take a decade. Good job, assholes.
Well, the really terrifying thing is that like you said, all those regulations were put into place because a lot of people died or a lot of animals died.
It wasn't woke. It wasn't woke.
No, it was just them going, oh shit.
Rivers are burning. We should fix this. Yeah, we should fix this.
Also, remember, he pushed to expand offshore drilling and rolled back environmental and safety rules put in place by multiple prior administrations, including Republican, to promote domestic energy production. So do you remember what was the whole thing, the Exxon
Valdez basically fucked up one of the most pristine bays in the world up in Alaska.
Well, what was
Alaska?
What was the one?
It was drunk.
It actually had a name. It was, I believe,
was it a ship or was it an oil rig?
Off the coast.
Oil rig.
Yeah.
Oh, the oil rig.
The one that leaked. And
no, it caught
on fire.
And it just kept going. It just kept spewing.
Killed a lot of animals and.
Oh, God. Mark Wahlberg movie.
I cannot think of the name of it. Are you guys banging your head against your steering wheel?
Yes, because someone right now, people are screaming right now at the radio.
What was it? And he
just put oil rig catches on fire.
He literally reinstated it and gave them the contract.
But that's the problem is you of oil companies will have unlimited money. So let's say these regulations.
Deepwater Horizon.
I knew it was Horizon. I only remembered whore. That's the only thing I remembered. I knew it wasn't a Deepwater whore.
I don't.
My dad used to date those on his boat.
In Deepwater.
Mayor of Titty Town.
Oh, God. You guys, there is a video on social media that pops up from time to time, and it is a very well-fed beefeater man with a porn stash and a mullet. And he is in a flatboat. What is it?
A flat bottom. He's basically in a flat bottom drag boat.
Not super impressive. Not like a very ritzy, fancy. What I'm saying is if a woman were to first glance, there's not a lot that's going to catch your eye in any way.
Well, I wouldn't say that way. There's a lot to catch your eyes, just not a lot to impress you.
About the same size as his boat is a flag that the man has mounted himself on his own boat that blows over the whole thing. And it literally says,
Mayor of Titty Town. And just so you know, I grew up at Lake Tulloch in Northern California, and that dude is literally the prototype of everybody who had a jet boat or a flat bottom drag boat that had all of them were the mayor of Titty Town. And my dad's boat has set on the dash. He had a 23-foot
that's right,
Tahiti ski boat jet with a 450 Oldsmobile that put like 600 horsepower out.
Yeah.
And on the dash, it said grass. And by the way, not a sticker. He paid a man to paint this on the dash. There was a professional pinstripe artist that wrote, and my dad's like, this is what I want. Grass, gas, or ass, no one rides for free. Well, sir, why don't we just get a sticker? No. Hey, I want it. No,
I'm never changing my mind.
This is going to be forever. The hell.
And it did stay forever.
It stayed forever. Yes, it did.
It was still on the boat when it was parked out in the middle of nowhere.
Yes,
Uncle Eddie's
yes,
property.
my Uncle Eddie's property. Yeah.
I finally got to see the very famous Once a Night.
Mm-hmm.
The original Once a Night, KNIGHT, that he ended up naming his Foos car. The original Once a Night was his dad's drag boat where he got lots of grass and ass.
Yeah.
I have seen pictures of him with his arms around two hot honeys.
Bikini women. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hauling ass in the boat.
Yep. Smoking beer.
With a beer
can.
And smoking
Yep.
and steering with his knee at like 80 miles an hour.
Was it his knee?
Yeah. You know my dad.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I guess after he passed away, Uncle Eddie, his brother, who survived but sort of barely, was surviving on painkillers and shitting himself in his recliner.
Yeah, it's a sordid story. I'm not going to say this is one of those stories you want to make a movie out of, but yeah, sordid.
Well, Uncle Eddie was around still when I came into the picture, and I got to hear his voicemails because they would literally take 10 minutes for him to just...
Ready?
Yep.
Hey, Chris. It's Uncle Ed. Just wondering what you're doing. I'm eating a sandwich.
Get to the point, Ed. That's what I used to think.
My father. Wait, let me tell you about my father. Because my father was the oldest of the kids. So even as they got older, my dad was still kind of the patriarch of the family, you know. Mm-hmm. So Uncle Eddie would call, and here's what my father would pick the phone up. Ready? He'd look at you. What, Eddie? Eddie, get to the point. Like I'd be sitting in the house.
Jesus Christ, Eddie.
Jesus Christ,
That's
Eddie.
what he would say.
Get to the point, Eddie.
So Eddie somehow had a lot of money, but didn't know how to spend it.
Uncle Eddie bought houses, and he's one of those guys that those late night shows where they tell you to leverage buildings and buildings.
Yes.
He probably had $14 million worth of buildings when he died, but he owed
a lot of land up there.
Yeah,
he open, beautiful
yeah,
land.
but he made rental every week, but he probably owed $16 million on it. But all the money was rented, so he was still making money.
When he died, he bought multiples of Buick Skylarks.
Good man. Do you guys remember?
Because those are going to be classics one day.
Eddie always tried to fit in, but never quite got how. So my dad and I were real classic car guys. Like I have a 1965 Corvette I'm building. I've had every cool car in the world. I'm really been blessed in that way. Uncle Eddie would go to these car auctions and he would buy a 1983 Buick LeSabres, and he'd buy two. And he would buy, he also bought, there was another, some of the ugliest cars GM ever built. And he had a warehouse that literally had like six. Oh yeah, one of his properties was a warehouse that he parked all these cars in.
We pulled on, coming back from the cabin one time, rolling hills, beautiful trees, and you said this is Eddie's property. Let's just drive up this dirt road.
Oh, those two Buick Regals.
There was like a structure, but there were two Buick Regals parked outside.
And my dad's boat.
And had just been parked there ever since he got them.
10 years since I remember,
And just in the elements, and behind this shed or whatever it was Once a Night. He had the very famous jet boat that we always talk about. And so
I was going to redo it. And then I remember knowing it was so massive and so big and so old. And my dad had bought it from an insurance company. It had been chopped up into 3 pieces and he fiberglassed it back together and then put his family in it.
Yeah, of course. And with his family,
that's some white trash shit right
there.
With
his children, he painted gas, grass, or ass. So we first started the podcast. Stuntman Tommy was on. It was in the first year, I think. And I would find news stories while we were talking, because we would do silly news.
So at this point, my uncle has died.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
He had a wife named Linda who was not happy in her marriage.
No.
I don't believe
Filipino
he was
lady,
very kind
but
to her.
But he was not very kind to her, and she took very good care of him, and he still wasn't kind to her. In fact, one time, Uncle Eddie would get violent, and so one time, she called my dad and told my dad that he hit her in the car, like repeatedly. And I'll never forget that conversation. I'm in the house and I hear my dad on the phone going, "You fucking touch her again, I'm coming to your house and I'm going to beat you to death. Do you understand?"
Wow.
Yeah. So part of my dad deep down, and that, by the way, that's while he was slapping me, but
and his wife at the time.
that was.
So I start reading this news story. I don't realize I start reading it because it says Sonora, California, which is where Eddie lived. That's where his
It's in the area,
where his properties
nearby.
are and stuff.
It was Linda Titus. That's what the name.
Yes. Well, I didn't know though. I didn't know the name until I was like, oh, Sonora, California. An elderly lady was arrested for having sex in the back seat
at a gas station parking lot.
Man. And I thought it was outside of like a cafe or something.
Linda Titus was arrested.
And then it says Linda Titus was arrested. And I was like, oh, shit.
And I go, what?
So Linda sowed some wild oats
after Eddie
died. Mm-hmm. And then Aunt Kathy, the baby of the family, calls me one day and says she just got a notice with your name on it and her name that Once a Night had been dumped off on the side of the highway, and you were being fined for it. And Kathy had to call and be like,
it's not our
dead,
boat.
It's not our boat. But Linda, I guess when he died, just
cleared it out.
Cleared house and got some booty. But I remember my
cashing that check,
shock.
man.
I never meant to tell that story.
I don't even know why you did it, but it's all right.
No, I mean, at the time, I didn't know. I just was like, oh, Sonora, this is a funny story. And it ended up
we have, so it's weird as you go through. Are we all white trash? Because as we go through families, we all have this, all of us have this weird bait. There's always a faction of the family that we're like, holy shit, they're the white trash people. Have you noticed? Mm-hmm. We have, my ex's family had a member die.
Yep.
And honestly, the kids are going up to the funeral and my ex is going to the funeral and the kids are like, they're excited to go because they know some shit's going to break off, and it already has broken off. People have been punched in the face over money already.
I told Kenny there was for sure a song in it somewhere, and she goes, right? I'm just going to document. so Jet wants to write a bit.
Jet wants to write a bit about families and funerals, and I told him, I said, the two places, guys, you got to know this, the two places everybody seems to lose their mind is weddings and funerals. I have never seen more drama or more people getting offended for no reason at a wedding or funeral. And I'm going to give you guys right now, I'm going to give you the best advice for a wedding. Okay. Here's the best advice. I did this and it worked to the point where everybody shut up. So we're getting married.
Well, ish.
Okay. All right. Not everybody shut up, but they
did say there were white trash portions of every family.
But they had to take you to another room, to someone else to another room to talk about this instead of just bringing it up live.
Right.
If you're getting married, and here's what's going to happen. You're going to get married, and it's usually the woman's family that goes a little nuts. And it's never the closest people. It's never the closest. The closest people really care, and they're like, okay, you're getting married. We're going to do whatever you want. It's these satellite people.
Oh, my mom was so happy.
Yeah, these satellite people. Your mom was just happy. Making you an honest woman.
It was over the moon.
These satellite people, brothers, sisters, cousins who think they're tight will start causing shit about the wedding. Why am I not sitting close? How come I don't get to speak at the wedding? And all of a sudden and here's what I did. Every time someone does this, gentlemen, when you're getting married, you're going to say, guys, this is her day and that's all it is. Everything in this day has 100% to do with her and nobody else is important. Just say that.
Well,
because
really both of you. I think,
I agree.
You and I
but that was my job.
The way we wanted to. My mom really pressured me. She was like, how can you wear a Vera Wang dress and not let the world see? And I said, because I don't want the world to see. Right. I want 12 people total. 10 of them were family and 2 of them were Mahogany and her husband, almost at that time, husband Bay. And that was it. I didn't want it.
And it was beautiful.
We did a party on the Friday. We invited everybody to the house. We got a separate little wedding cake for that night to do the cutting the cake and all that thing. And then we did it the way we wanted to do it, and I didn't want the world to be part of it. I was quite happy in that tiny little space.
But that was what it is. So throw a party for all your friends, because you don't want to pay $80 for everybody to come to a wedding. So throw a party, have everybody that wants to come and say, no, guys, it's what she wants. Here's how you get out of it. Now, I know you and I both, it's for both of us, right? It's for you and her. Mm-hmm. However, gentlemen, when you say it's her day, it's her princess day, that's how it's going to go. Nobody can argue with it. It's really crazy. Even her mother couldn't argue with it.
You went away, and my mom was just flitting around the room with champagne and just doing puppies. All the little girls' hair and just loving life, trying to manage everything. There were other people that were mad, but
I went and hid in the garage.
You went and hid in the garage and played guitar. And I later saw that my brother saw you do that. My brother's the investigator, very observant, and hung a sign on the garage door that said something about
do not disturb.
Something Titus taking time, do not enter, do not disturb. And you didn't even know he had hung that sign, but he was like, nope, nobody's going in there.
Like you and I have been married, together 20 years. My first marriage was it's so horrible that I had panicked that day. I had panicked it. And I've had 20 years of amazing.
Yeah. So it can turn out. And just expect that some crazy ass people are going to do some crazy ass shit on the day of the wedding.
But funerals.
And then oh God.
So funerals.
Oh God.
So now we've covered
Hold on. It's the same person.
Yeah. In almost every family, it's the same person. So funerals the same thing. So my dad died. My dad died, and I had a TV show at the time, and so it was like it got nuts. Everybody had an opinion. Everybody wanted to do something, and then we had the woman he had already separated from, but she was demanding, and everybody got crazy. And I'll never forget the funeral where my uncle went up and just got crazy and went on this 30-minute talk about my dad that had nothing to do with my dad.
It was not about your dad.
It was not about my dad. And then we had the guys, Jack.
It was quite possibly an alibi for a
murder,
that he had committed. And he got the rap sign from Titus during that.
And then my sister was nutty, right? For a little bit. Yeah, but she was really upset because she had just missed him.
But wasn't her speech funny?
Her speech was hilarious. She had him killed.
Yeah.
But then his good friends got up, and all the people that truly, honestly love my dad were great. It's the satellite people, guys. The satellite people of weddings and funerals. Yeah. Just find a way to kibosh it. Guys, we're celebrating his life. Stop making it about you. And when it comes to the wedding, this is her princess day. This is how we're doing it. Because you got to step up, because everybody thinks they're in charge. And it's crazy to watch.
It's also, I have found several times now that when someone dies, what they have and leave behind financially and material
very items, important to some people.
Very important. And people I have seen have often equated that with a belonging, I guess, or something. If I get this money or I get those things or I'm in charge of this, then I belong or something. So I actually, oddly enough, who could have seen this coming, had this conversation with your ex-wife at Jet's graduation, because she was dealing with that with her own family. And I told her, I said, oh yeah, we had someone threaten to sue, my stepdad and Aaron.
In the family, within the family.
Yeah, about my mom. And he was married to her. Like, in my mind, everything belonged to my stepdad.
Right.
He was married to her. And it was funny because then Aaron goes, Randy? And I was like, God, this is so weird that we peripherally know each other's lives over these 20 years. Not in the most loving way.
No, not great. Not always great.
It was I just saw a moment where I was like, this is very surreal. I am standing at Jet graduating, talking to Aaron, and we're bonding over crazy family.
And here's what I'll say about death, about it. If you have not, I think a lot of people have this, and I think I have a little bit of it too. If you write a will and you get it done, that means you're getting ready or you're going to jinx it. But I disagree with that.
My mom did that.
I disagree with that. I disagree. I get it done and then it's over. And be careful. Don't get it done too early. Don't do it at 30. Because
changes.
Whoa. These guys are assholes now because people become assholes.
Boy, does that. Boy, have we, ever since we did our trust, have we wanted to change it about every 10 months. Isn't that true?
Who's on the prick list now?
In my new special that's not out yet, I said I had to get rid of my, where's my brain today? When someone control your health directive.
Health directive.
Had to change my health directive because I realized my sister would unplug me to charge her cell phone. But when I made the trust, that's the person. But now I'm like, I don't know if that's the best idea. So,
I'm just saying that like so many people get involved and when it comes to your big life events, or your wedding, your father's funeral, mother's funeral, take charge of it. Shut people down because they will make your life a living hell in a time of your life when you just don't need extra.
Yeah.
All right. And that's my advice for this episode of the Titus Podcast. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Do me a favor, go to ChristopherTitus.com. I've got a couple weeks off on the road, but then I'm going to be in Salt Lake City getting ready for my special. Guys, go to SLC. Doomed to Repeat is so good right now. We're going to film it. By the way, to all you people in Northern California, please come to Cobb's Pub on September 19th. We're filming this special.
They call it Cobb's Comedy Club now,
Cobb's
right?
Comedy Club, yeah.
But in your day, it was Cobb's Pub when you were starting out.
Cobb's Comedy Club.
9/18, one show, 9/19, two shows, both live tapings.
We're doing 2 shows on the 19th, and we're going to film both shows, and we're doing the set right now, and I think I have a cool idea.
And if you want to come on the 18th, that'll be basically his rehearsal for the filming. The camera crew will be there watching to kind of block it. And then on the 19th, you come be part of a live taping audience.
Yeah, it's so fun to do it. Also, it's where I started. My first time on stage was at the Punchline in San Francisco, February 13th. You ready for the year? I don't want to say. 1983.
Wow.
February 13th, 1983 was my first time professionally on stage. My open mic. It was my first open mic.
It was probably my first time with big girl panties. I made it through the night.
Don't say big girl panties again. I have to finish the podcast. When you say big
without
girl...
wetting my bed. I had to try without a diaper.
Oh my God.
It was a crapshoot.
You were... By the way, back to the lettuce. Trump made Taco Bell worse. That's all I'm going to say. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Myself, the lovely bombshell, Ray, Rachel Bradley, the boys, and myself. Later.
Peace out. Go to Instagram, Titus Nation, Ray Bradley, and we're posting little podcast clips. You might find the arguing underneath very interesting. Bye, guys.